Welcome into another edition of FlashTalk. We sit down and talk with the head coach of Kent State football, Mark Carney, about the recent game and what's ahead against NIU. And Andrea Filote talks about her time as a GA and what it meant to be a student athlete. Andrea Filote sits down with Rob Whaley and Gillespie and talks about their relationship on the court as cousins. And we chat with Todd Starkey about their trip to the Bahamas and what's ahead for Kent State women's basketball. All that and more coming up in a flash.
Welcome to today's episode of Flash Talk. Josh Padilla here with the head football coach, Mark Carney. Coach, last time we left off, we beat Akron. They did not announce the MAC awards yet, so big week for the Flashes. We had offensive player, defensive player, and special teams player of the week. Just kind of talk about how important that is for the program.
You know, to get them all unbelievable, right? And then Drew got a couple other awards, right? The Manning list. What was the other one?
The Davey O'Brien.
Yeah, Davey O'Brien Award. You know, those are awesome individual recognitions, you know, for unbelievable performances. Tough to get all three. You know, the special teams one,
much elusive.
Absolutely. Deserved. Dirk's been awesome all year. I'm surprised Rio hadn't, hadn't gotten on there.
Should have been the third special teams one for sure.
Maybe. He's made a lot of great special teams, made a lot of great plays for us this fall. Individual awards and accolades bring are only really a thing because of team success.
Absolutely.
Right? And to get the wheel back was awesome. Great win. So thrilled for our locker room and our fans and our alumni and everybody associated with Kent State, really. I mean, the texts from everybody have been awesome.
Tough one the last game, senior day versus Central Michigan.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about the Central Michigan game and before we look forward to Northern Illinois.
Yeah, disappointing loss. I certainly wanted to do everything we could to send the seniors out the right way and, fell short of that. Proud of the guys, proud of their effort, proud of the fight. Again, knew it was going to be, as a lot of these MAC games are, a 4-quarter game, and all you want's a chance to win in the fourth quarter, right? And we're there. It's 14-9 game. I think they got the ball back with 7-something. And again, they put themselves into a couple really good short yardage situations and favorable there with their style of play and attack. And credit to them, they did a great job executed. We didn't make as many plays, and weren't as efficient offensively as we needed to be to win that game.
We're going to get ready to play Northern Illinois. Similar style, definitely run heavy. I mean, they have two running backs over 600 all-purpose yards, one over 700 in Johnson. Just kind of speak on, being able to prepare for that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a physical football conference. This is AFC North, MAC, Big Ten. Like this is football country, man. Like, you want to win hard games, you got to do it in cold weather, in tough physical moments like that. And as we progress as a program, we're gonna continue to be better in those situations. Right now, or Wednesday, we weren't. It'll be another physical test at Northern Illinois on Black Friday, and that's this conference, man. Like you play physical football. You put yourself in advantageous situations and field positions, and take advantage of special teams opportunities, and it's team football.
We have great special teams players on our side, and the Realist and Wayne. They've both gotten return touchdowns. They have a good returner as well in Reynolds.
Yes.
Just kind of speak on the importance of either just having good kick coverage, or do you plan to try to kick away from them?
Those are key plays in the game, right? I think special teams just in general, right? Like that's the epitome of your team, right? That's offense, defense, everybody coming together collectively for a one-play mentality opportunity. And, differences and details make the biggest difference in those situations. And our guys are trained in those situations, and we're not scared of anybody. We're certainly going to play the game, that puts us in the best position to win. And, a lot of the times that's trusting your players.
And you mentioned, Black Friday, games on Black Friday. So probably leaving on Thanksgiving Day. What
Yeah.
are Thanksgiving Day plans for the team?
Thanksgiving, football. We love football on Thanksgiving. Isn't that America? Isn't that
Yeah.
the Cowboys and the Lions?
Yeah,
Like, take it to the bank. It's gonna be on TV. Everybody loves football. Thanksgiving football.
Yep.
What's not to love about that?
Flashes get ready to take on Northern Illinois Huskies in their final game in the MAC this Friday at noon Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Thank you, Coach.
Right on. Appreciate it, Flashes.
When it comes to reaching your goals, having the right support can make all the difference. That's why we trust Green Lending, Kent State Athletics' exclusive mortgage partner, to help you achieve your home ownership dreams.
Just like on the court, everyone has a role to play. With the right teammates, any dream is possible. Green Lending is here to be that support to help you make those big moves in life.
Visit greenlending.com and let Green Lending help turn your dreams into reality.
Green Lending, helping Golden Flashes achieve their biggest dreams on and off the court.
Just ride one time for your mind. Just ride one time for your mind.
Joined here on Flash Talk by Kent State graduate assistant Andrea Filote. Andrea, appreciate you joining me on the show. Absolutely. And you're a track and field athlete here, but talking about your job now, what made you want to go and work in the Kent State Athletic Department?
I always knew that I wanted to work with athletes. I didn't know exactly which realm that was, whether that was like down the physical therapy route or down the communications route, but I kind of realized that I'm a little bit better at talking. And I just love being around athletes and around all the live stuff, and it's really fun.
There's a lot of people in the athletic department that are former athletes, you being one of them. How much did you enjoy your experience running for Kent State Track and Field?
I loved it. I love being a track athlete. The last 4 years, I wouldn't trade for anything. I made my best friends. They're literally my family, and I miss it a lot.
Now, you did the hurdles, correct? How fast do you think your time could be now? I know you've been out of the track and field world a little bit. How fast is that time? Was it 400-meter hurdles?
It was 100-meter
100
hurdles.
meters.
My personal record was 1371. If I was still training, I think I could definitely go a lot faster. But probably right now, I don't think I could break 14.
What would you say to female athletes out there, not just at Kent State, but at other universities as well, that are maybe unsure if they want to work in a college athletic department?
I would say just go for it. There's nothing you can lose, and I feel very valued here. It's just a really cool experience.
Take me through some of the responsibilities of your new position. I know it's a lot different from being an athlete. Can you take me through that?
I didn't expect to be doing all of this, but honestly, I love it. I have to manage calendars. I have to coordinate stuff. I do a lot of planning of my own things. I have to plan videos and think of ideas, and I work in marketing too, kind of now. I'm kind of Suzette's assistant, so she brings me along with everything. And working with Josh is cool too, like going to football practices and interviewing players. Oh, and I even forgot about the sideline reporting.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing that I do here. It's so cool being on the field and just being with the team.
You mentioned you built so many close relationships with other athletes on the track and field team. How cool is it you mentioned not only reporting and also interviewing other athletes and building those relationships with athletes just like you?
It's really cool because for the past 4 years, I've only really had friends on the track and field team. Like once you're an athlete, you kind of just like stick with your group. But now that I have access to more people, and it's just really awesome being able to talk to everybody, and you kind of form like a little trust system when you're questioning them and interviewing them.
You mentioned that you sideline report for football. What's your favorite sport to cover outside of track and field?
Football was cool. I enjoy covering football. Okay, I think I'd enjoy covering baseball because I know a little bit more about baseball than the rest of the sports.
And what are some of the things that has maybe surprised you or that you didn't expect working a little bit behind the scenes in an athletic department versus being an athlete 2, 3, 4 years ago?
Honestly, if you compare it, it's kind of very similar. You're both working towards something. The past 4 years, I was working towards a goal. Here, I guess I'm also working towards a goal towards my career, and they're both kind of like a full-time job. So it's a little different to balance my identity from being an athlete to being like a a full person now. It's a learning scheme, I guess.
And how do you feel that Kent State has prepared you, not only the last 4 years getting your undergraduate degree, but also going to continue to prepare you for the rest of your career in your graduate assistantship?
I feel like they supported me a lot. Not only my coaches, but just everybody around, especially Josh last year when I was I'd pop into his office maybe like once a week. I'm like, do you need help with anything? Yeah. Can I help you with anything? I have this idea. And also, last year, this is kind of funny. I was at practice and I think I was going to the weight room and Coach Carney was walking by. And this is when he wasn't the head coach yet. Mm-hmm. And he stopped me and he goes, "You're the girl who did the 60-minute interviews." And I was like, "Yeah." And he told me, he's like, "Oh, those are so awesome. I really enjoyed them." And it's just crazy to think that now I'm the one interviewing him sometimes.
Last question I have for you, Andrea. You mentioned you work a lot under Suzette McQueen, one of our associate athletic directors for external operations. How cool is it knowing that she was also a track and field athlete back in her college career?
Yeah, we bond about that a lot. She also ran the 100 hurdles.
Okay, so, how about that?
I know, it's so funny. We just always bond about that. We've been talking about the track championships. I think it's like it's our secret bond.
Andrea, we appreciate your time.
Thanks, Dane.
Coming up this week in Kent State Athletics, brought to you by KSU Tix. Starting on Black Friday, Kent State football has their regular season finale at Northern Illinois for a 12 p.m. Eastern kick. Also on Friday, Kent State women's hoops takes part in the Bahamas Hoops Nassau Championship in the Bahamas. They take on Tulsa at 11 a.m. On Saturday, Kent State men's hoops inside the Mack Center, 7 p.m. against Penn State Shenango. On Sunday, November 30th, Kent State women's hoops continues their action in the Bahamas. They'll play either Houston or Arkansas State. And finally, on Wednesday, Kent State men's basketball hosts Austin Peay for a 7 p.m. tip inside the Mack Center. As always, you can get your tickets at ksutax.com. If you want more information on your favorite Flashes teams, visit kentstatesports.com or go to the Go Flashes app. We'll be back with more right after this. Golden Flashes fans, it's time to lock in your seats. Men's and women's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Be a part of 30 home games in the 25-26 season and history as we tip off a brand new court and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Mack Center. Don't miss your chance to witness the action, the tradition, and the excitement all season long. Get your tickets today at ksutix.com. That's ksutix.com. See you there and go Flashes!
I think you can do so much from traveling the world. So many people just stay in the box that we live in.
The study abroad program at Kent State made it clear what path I should be taking.
Experiencing the different classes to experiencing the art and the buildings and the culture. I'm just hoping to take back everything I've learned and be able to apply it into whatever I do in the future.
Kent State has basically helped to set up the vision for the career that I want to be able to go through.
This is Kent State in Mind. I'm Andrea Filote, and joining me today is Delrecco, Gillespie, and Rob Whaley Jr. You guys are cousins. How does it feel to finally get to play together?
It feels amazing. It's something that you don't see in Division I basketball or at any level of college basketball. So I'm fortunate to be able to take the court and play this season with my cousins.
It definitely was something that I would say is a gift. We grew up really not playing with each other. And we just always competed against each other and had fun as kids, really just going head to head. So, I mean, it's finally nice to be able to play with each other.
Can you tell me a little about your relationship as cousins growing up?
Growing up, we were always competitive, just competing against each other, like Rob just said. So it was really just a lot of competing and loving on each other. So that's all I can say about our
relationship. I mean, honestly, we butt heads a little bit as kids.
Yeah.
I mean, as boys do. But, I mean, we always played the game together as kids. Whenever I was back home there in the summer in Michigan, we spent pretty much all that time together. So, I mean, it was like we were brothers.
Yeah.
Really. Really, it was like we were brothers.
Rico, you've been with this program for 4 years. What made you stay here all 4 years?
Just the family, brotherhood around the program and around the university. And also, I'm closer to home, to Michigan. So I just ever since I got my first official visit here, I just fell in love with it.
What was your initial reaction when you found out Rob was transferring in?
I was shocked. I was happy too, though. I'm like, Coach, I'm trying to get your cousin. I'm like, oh yeah, come on. Come on, we never played together. That'd be amazing if we played together. Growing up as kids, we never got to really play with each other. We always going against each other. And I just thought that was special for us to be able to play together.
Rob, what made you choose Kent State and how big of a factor was playing with Rico?
You know, it actually was more of a factor than I thought it was going to be. because, I mean, firstly, like I originally was recruited here my sophomore year of college. And I mean, I ended up choosing a different school, ended up going to UNLV, but the connection I had with Coach Cindy was like unparalleled. Like he's believed in me since then, and then he's believed in me now from the first time I talked to him till now. Like he truly believes in me, and that was something that I needed at the time coming into this year, coming off of an injury.
What role has your family played in this basketball journey, and how did they react when they found out that you guys will be playing together?
They were excited. You know, my mom, she passed 2017. She always wanted us to like play at a college, and to now just to be playing at the college level together is just a blessing.
You know, my dad has definitely had a big part on both of us. I mean, my dad played in the NBA, and he's just always been on us about basketball. And I mean, it's kind of in our genes. Everybody in our family plays basketball, and it's just something I feel like we were born to do. And I feel like my dad's had a big role in helping me decide my decisions because he's always let me make my own decisions. And so it's nice to have his influence to be able to make this decision and being here. And I mean, I love it here. So it's great.
I'm going to encourage you to be as creative as possible for this next question. If your family could make any cousin merch, what do you think it would say on it?
Something like the Rob Reek show or something like that.
Something. I gotta actually think. That's a good question. I don't know.
Family merch. Joy Boys. We'll put Joy Boys on.
Definitely Joy Boys.
Joy Boys?
Joy Boys, yeah.
Why?
My mom name is Joy, and like I said, she just like visioned us playing college basketball.
She's been a big influence on, I mean, not only him, but me. I grew up, I mean, being in her house every day. Yeah, that was something that like my dad came up with, and I mean, it being his sister, he loved it. So it's something that stuck with us.
Can you talk a little bit about your dynamic on the court now that you are playing together?
It's definitely interesting just because I'm a great passer. So, I mean, we pretty much, it's just kind of a given that once one of us has the ball, we really look for each other. And it's kind of easy. Like, it's kind of been almost like second instinct to just be able to just like get the ball to each other and like be able to play next to each other. As we've gone through the summer until now, like being able to like find out what each other likes, like what do we like to be, what is it like, what are our go-to shots, stuff like that. But like on the court, it matters because it's like you don't want to get in the way of somebody's shot. So it's like for me personally, like I love watching Rick play just because his game has evolved so much from the last time I saw him. And so I always love just like being there down on the block and just being like, man, it's a tough shot. It's a nice shot. So it's been great. We've meshed, and we kind of just came together, and it's been great. So whatever I'm bad at, he compliments. Whatever he's bad at, I compliment.
Man, I learned so much from this dude over the 6 months we done been together. He comes up to me every time and just critique everything I do. But I know he's just trying to help me, and he wants the best. So yeah, it's been really good. So I've been learning a lot from him. Like he said, like we both great passers, and we look for each other on the court, and that's pretty much it.
Golden Flashes fans, it's time to lock in your seats. Men's and women's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Be a part of 30 home games in the 25-26 season and history as we tip off a brand new court and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Mack Center. Don't miss your chance to witness the action, the tradition, and the excitement all season long. Get your tickets today at ksutix.com. That's ksutix.com. See you there, and go Flashes!
Welcome back into Flash Talk. We're now joined by Kent State women's basketball head coach Todd Starkey. Coach, now 6 games into the season, about to hit the 7th. What are the impressions so far from your group?
Just looking for some consistency. Obviously, we played a really tough schedule. 4 of our 6 on the road, and it doesn't get any easier. More road games coming up. So this team will definitely be battle tested, road warriors, and we've shown some signs of really good basketball and some signs of the opposite. So trying to eliminate some of that stuff and continue to improve as we're moving forward with this tough schedule and become more and more resilient.
I do want to touch on those signs of improvement and the Road Warriors. The game that you guys played against Ohio State, a lot of good to take from that game. What'd you see, and what is the good that you did take from that game against the Buckeyes?
We pretty much played them about straight up for, I don't know, almost 30, 34 minutes of the game. There's about 6 or 7 minutes in that game that got away from us a little bit, which can happen against a really talented team like that. But with Corinne Hauser going down early in that game, I thought other people stepped up. Obviously, Maya Babbitt had a career game with 30. But we did some nice things and definitely room for growth, but came away with some positives. We never want to get satisfied with losing, of course, but definitely room for growth and some things to build on.
Your bench has brought a lot of sparks for this team, seeing the freshmen off the bench in Riley Caliquet, Caitlin Holmes, what Tatiana Thomas has done off the bench. How impressed have you been from this depth and the players that have brought sparks off the bench?
Yeah, impressed is a strong word. I would say pleased with their development, right? I think we all have a great deal of belief in our new players and what they bring to the table. It was nice to see. It's been nice to see Tatiana really bringing some consistency off the bench for us as well. She's a talented player and has played big minutes for us in games, in important games in the past. So she brings that level of experience. But this lineup is a whole new lineup. Over the last 2 years, we've lost some really talented players. So we have a lot of players that are now playing elevated roles, and it takes a little time to get players back from injury and to get that kind of consistency in the rotation. So pleased to see some of the things starting to come together.
Let's touch on the week ahead. 3 games, one in the Steel City versus Duquesne on Monday, and then the 2 games that you guys will play in the Bahamas.
By the time this airs, obviously we'll have already played Duquesne, and but a great rivalry kind of formed with Duquesne and us. We've been playing about every year, and they're always really tough games and a good battle for us. So expect nothing less than that this time as well. Our 2 games in the Bahamas, obviously it's nice to be able to travel to a nice location, but we're going to open up with Tulsa, a really tough team at the time of this is being recorded, undefeated, a tough Tulsa team in the first round. Then we'll play the winner or loser in a true tournament format of either Houston or Arkansas State. So two tough games down there, more opportunities. At least it's neutral and not a true road game, but more tests for this team to kind of learn from and grow from. And like we've talked about, this team's going to be battle tested by the time we get to conference play.
6 games in, 6 games to come. What do you want to see improvement-wise throughout the next 6 games of play heading into conference play?
Really clean up the turnover situation. Obviously, played some really tough pressing teams. Clean that up a little bit. Continue to get our rotation down and see some other players that step up into those elevated roles. And then us to really just start humming as a team, like really put a full 40 minutes together.
How's that balance work of being in the Bahamas, the basketball games that you guys hope to win, but also being able to get a little bit of away from the Kent, Ohio weather?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to the Bahamas for a reason to enjoy it. So it's mixing business and pleasure, so to speak, and really striking that balance between being able to flip the switch for competitiveness and then also being able to relax, enjoy traveling with your teammates, some team bonding and that type of thing. So really trying to combine all those things in one experience. So looking forward to it. Another great experience for our women's basketball program to travel.
Are you a water slide person at all?
Not on purpose, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be. Yeah, in my younger days. Yeah, now I just come away from that stuff feeling more sore. So I tend to watch people enjoy themselves on that rather than partake as well.
You'll probably watch the team instead of maybe partake.
They'll probably enjoy some of those things on a little higher level than I will, but I'll still have a good time for sure.
Todd Starkey, Coach, thanks so much.
Yep, sounds good. Go Flashes.
That'll do it for this week's episode of Flash Talk. Make sure you tune in next week as we turn the calendar to the month of December and continue with all our Kent State athletics coverage. For our entire GFTV studio, Ethan Lachinsky, Justin Spots, I'm Dane Richardson saying good night and go Flashes. Looking to revamp your home? Let Fair Painters, owned by Kent State football legend Brian Winters, tackle the job. From flawless interior painting to precise drywall repair and stunning cabinet refinishing, we've got you covered. Our local team in Streetsboro ensures top quality craftsmanship, fast service, and a 10% discount for veterans. Make your home look its best with the pros you can trust. Visit fairpainters.com or call 888-602-3247 for your free estimate today. Fair Painters, where fair meets quality.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.